ですね。
Sorry.
発足した背景についてなんですけども、今までですね、日本の土木協会にさまざまな国籍のですね、技術者たちが活躍してきました。なんですけども、最近ですね、その数も増えておりまして、またですね、せっかくちょっといろんな外国人技術者が活躍しているのに、その交流場がちょっとないことがちょっと問題になって、情報交換とかが実際にできなかったということもあります。一方ですね、日本の土木協会もですね、少子高齢化と、そしてですね、熟練技術者がどんどん減っていく中で、外国人技術者とか、女性の方の活躍をもっと求める、雰囲気になっています。で、その中でですね、土木学会のワーキンググループはですね、その外国人技術者たちが、日本の土木協会でもっと活躍できるようにですね、ちょっと架け橋の役割をするために、2019年度からスタートしましたので、ちょうど1年経っております。で、活躍する範囲なんですけども、日本だけじゃなくてですね、例えば現在外国で仕事しているのに日本で仕事したい技術者、または日本人なのに海外に行って仕事する、方々にもですね、いろんな情報を与えたりとか、そういう支援していくことを今考えております。次、ワーキンググループメンバーの紹介になります。次のページをお願いします。はい。本ワーキンググループの、メンバーの紹介です。まず本ワーキンググループのメンバーはですね、ちょっと上の方から清水、西松、鹿島、大林、御用、住友三井、安藤、狭間、川金の、8社のですね、主にジェネコンの、外国人技術者で構成されております。そして埼玉大学のですね、当先生がまとめ役を、そして、土木学会の国際センターの渋谷さんがまとめ役と、調整をしております。で、上の方からですね、順番に自己紹介するんですけども、まず私のちょっと紹介を簡単にします。4番目のチェホンファンが私になります。大林宿民に入って、ほぼ10年ぐらい、仕事をしております。で、国籍はですね、韓国であって、日本でですね、地盤力学を勉強して、で、会社に入ってですね、都市インフラ、都市土木工場物ですね、の設計をちょっと主にやっていまして、最近はちょっとビームシムとか ICT 関係の仕事をしております。では、ちょっと清水の東さんの方から、自己紹介お願いします。
はい。清水建設のアザムと申します。マレーシアから来ましたけども、今、清水入ったらもう12年目ですね。専門は地質です。今、特に現場の支援とか提案、海外の提案やっております。以上です。よろしくお願いします。
Hi, next is me. I'm Fahamin Razali. So I'm from Malaysia, and now I'm working at Nishimas Construction in Tokyo. And my expertise is like structural engineering, and right now I'm doing local engineering work. And I've been in Nishimatsu for like 3 years. So, 次お願いします。
はい、皆さん、はじめまして、こんにちは。3番目になりますけども、名前はローカムサイチンダと申します。鹿島建設で、働いております。専門はですね、土木の設計をやっておりまして、トンネルの関係の設計をしております。本日、皆さんお会いできて嬉しいと思っています。よろしくお願いいたします。以上です。
そしたらファンさん、それからシバランチャさんが今日お休みでおられますので、じゃあサルピソッツさんお願いします。
Good evening. My name is Heng Sarkison. I am now currently work for Sumitomo Mitsui Construction. So I have a 7-year experience in the company. My field of expertise is structural engineering. Currently, I work for my work is related to a bridge detail design and bridge deck replacement project. So nice to meet you, and let's meet at the breaking room. Thank you.
ありがとうございます。はい。
Hello, everyone. My name is Luisa Santa. You can call me Luisa. I'm from Colombia. I came to Japan in 2014, almost 7 years ago, to study my doctorate in the University of Tokyo in geotechnical engineering. After graduation, I joined the Hasama Ando Corporation almost 4 years ago. And I've been working the first 2 years, I worked in the international division, and now I'm working in the domestic division in the structures group. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Okay, shall we go to the Zhou-san?
Hi everyone, my name is Zoron Zhi, and you can call me Zhou. I come from China, and I finished my master course in Japan, actually at the Saitama University, and like 1.5 years ago, I joined the Japanese company Kakin Cortec. And my major is related to structural engineering, and now more specifically related to structural health monitoring. And nice to meet you all here. 次お願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます、ゾウさん。じゃあ、トウ先生、
はい、
お願いします。
My name is Jida. I come from China like many years ago. Many year, 2006, I think. So it is 15 years ago. So right now I'm working in Saitama University. Before I was in Kyoto University, and before that is Aichi Institute of Technology. And my direction is structural engineering, and especially using something about bridge. So nice to meet you. And I was first to know that I'm also some kind of leader in this group. But I will be in room 8. So please join us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Toh-sensei, and thank you, everybody. So let's go to our salon today's talks. Today's the salon's objectives and outlines from the Luisa-san. Luisa-san, please.
Yes. Okay. So first, I want to say, like Juan-san explained before, the idea, the objective of our working group is to identify the problems or the issues that we as international students or civil engineers in Japan are facing here in this country. So for this first edition of this salon, we chose the topic of internship. So first objective of this salon is to exchange the ideas and views about internship. So we are going to show you what we researched in our own companies in the breakout rooms. But we also want to hear from you, what are your opinions about internship? What do you want? What are your needs? What would you like to get from those internships? Many things. So the breaking rooms work, it's mostly for listen to you and to gather those ideas for the future. So we want to learn the expectations, needs, and issues from you as students, and also people that are already working in the Japanese companies. And then after gathering all this information, we will consider how to support or what to do for the future, how to make this bridge between the international civil engineers and the Japanese companies. And I also wanted to ask you not only about internships, but about general issues you have in Japan for our next Salon's editions. What is the most difficult things you are facing here in Japan? Or I know maybe many of you are just starting your master's or doctorates here in Japan, so don't have many troubles. But I want you to imagine what will be your challenges in the future, or how do you expect to work if you want to work in Japan, or if you want to go back to your country. We would like to hear that from you. So thank you very much for joining today, and we will wait you in the breaking rooms later.
Okay, great. And Luisa, so thank you so much. Okay, then shall we go to the questionnaires? That questions explanation, the questionnaires answered by the Amir-san. Amir-san, could you?
Yes, so I will share my slide here.
Okay.
So can you?
Sorry.
It's the same slide, but I can.
Okay, you go ahead.
So yeah, so everyone, I'm Amir from Nichimas Construction. So firstly, we conducted this study as a preliminary study regarding internship in Japan, and the main reason is like to understand the current situation and to provide information to students regarding internship. So in this question, it's divided into 4 sections, which is introduction and internship experience in Japan and internship experience in other countries. And lastly, we ask the purpose, like in the future, whether student, what are kind of their opinions about internship in Japan. So we have like 45 responders, from which majority are those who in pursuit of the advanced degree and from various nationalities. And we can also see from the work experience that like 60% of the respondents have like work experience. And move to the part 2 of questionnaire. So it's about the internship experience in Japan. So 7 people from the total of people had their internship in Japan, and the duration of internship from the survey shows that the duration is from 1 week to more than 1 month. However, 7 is like a small number, so it is too early to do conclusion. So next, I will explain what are the job scope of those who did their internship in Japan. I explained in previous slide, the data is small and it is difficult to do conclusion. However, it was known that they did internship ranging from construction site work, consultant work, government or infrastructure management, and also other field. And then we move on to internship experience in other country. So among 45 responder, 31 people responder, is around 70% did have experience of doing internship outside of Japan. And the duration of internship outside of Japan, more than 1 month are 60%, which I say quite common duration. And it is followed by 3 to 4 weeks, which is the intermediate duration, although we can say that intermediate to long-term internship in other countries are common internship duration. So next, the job scope in internship in other country, we can see that in other country, construction site work, government or infrastructure management or maintenance, research and development, and consultant and design are the ordinary internship job scope. And now the $1,000,000 question regarding the last part, regarding the internship in Japan. So about 96%, 95% of the respondents want to do internship in Japan, which is to me is a larger number. And the duration are shown in the right. Around half of the respondents show their willingness to do internship for a relatively intermediate to long period, which is from 1 week to more than 1 month. Also, I also noticed that when the internship also preferable among the responder. Next, about internship, the job scope responder want to do. I listed the ranking on the right with 60% of the responder wants to do research and development. I think it's related from the study program, which is majority are the postgraduate students, and it is followed by consultant and design, and then the government and infrastructure management or maintenance. Then we survey the purpose of doing internship, which large percentage of 81%. We can conclude that the main reason to join internship is to experience working culture in Japanese company. After that, the responder want to increase their understanding regarding civil engineering. As other purpose, they also wrote that they want to do social networking to encourage Japan and international cooperation, or civil engineering with other discipline. And the second one is for future outlook, as in working prospect, which is also closely related to the networking. Finally, it is to understand technological advancement in Japan, with like transportation system, tsunami prevention system, to list a few. So this is the last slide of my presentation of our findings. So as for the language of internship, of course, all in English are preferable for international students, but I am honestly quite surprised for those who are willing to do internship in partly Japanese or even in fully Japanese. And I also list other difficulties the international students are facing in Japan, that is language barrier and cultural differences. Next is the high living expenses in Japan, and then the lack of information regarding job hunting in Japan for international students. Also one of the problems international students are facing. And then I also want to stress that some of the respondents are studying online, do have experience living in Japan yet. And the last question, we asked whether they want to get a job in Japanese company after internship. And around 60% answered yes, and the rest are maybe, they are not sure. So this is my personal opinions, but because like maybe is basically a yes and with difficulty, right? That is the maybe, the definition. So I can conclude that like 100% of those who want to do internship in Japan are hoping to get a job in Japan. And I also think that this is one of the opportunities for company side to employ students for internship, as this is one of the niche that have high potential in the labor market in the future. I think that's all for me. I give it to Shibuya-san.
渋谷さん、マイクミュートになってます。
I'm sorry, just go back to. Okay, let's go. Before moving to the breakout room discussion, let me just point out some memos for you, just so, okay, just kind of ideas of how you do all the breakout room discussion here. Please keep your camera on, of course. Then, if you have the questions or comments, please use that feature, raise a hand. Or if many difficult to raise a hand or speak out, you can use also Q&A feature as well. And then also when you make a question or comments, please state your name and affiliation when you speak, okay? And those things, just a little memo. And also please, later I'll tell you again, but please note that our questionnaire, your questionnaire will be published on the ISC, our JSC, Kokusai Center ISC website. And of course, your screenshot will be on as well. Okay, then. And so now, take a look. The room 128. Amir-san, Asma-san, those are group leader, and you are automatically has divided into the 8 rooms right now. And again, if you move to other rooms, please feel free to do so. Okay, then let's move to the breakout room session, okay? and breakout room session discussion on the length of the time, that is 30 minutes. Okay, then shall we move to now? Yes, everybody, hello again. And I'm sorry that we got just only the 30 minutes, and I assume that you wanted to talk more, but just today, just only, sorry that close the breakout room discussion here, but we can keep going on. Also, we have another salon, so please join us again, okay? And thank you very much. Also, please, my heartfelt, I'm sorry, apology that somehow I'm not sure why that the breakout groups. So first, I set everybody for the 8 groups by 8 people per 8 groups, per group by 8 groups eventually, but it didn't go through this time. So I'm really sorry that took a time for you. And I will study further, and next time I will do it better, okay? Sorry about that. And thank you very much. And so please, even a short time, I heard that you have the really good, deep discussions. So let me invite the reader to summarize the, your discussion by group, okay? So Amrisa, could you first?
Yes, I will just explain very short about what our group discussed. So firstly, I just want to say, based on the question, the Japanese company, even though you don't have a Japanese language, they're also willing to accept you as an employee, and maybe from that they will, it depends on company, they will send you to Japanese language school, like in my situation. And then also we discuss about the situation system in Japanese company, because one of the participants asked whether it's because I told them maybe next year I will go to construction site, and they were like, are we not strict to one division? Because in other country, if you're a civil engineer, structural, if you want to go construction site, you will need to like change company or something. But for the Japanese system, even though right now you belong to a design group, maybe next year, depends on you. You can go to a other division. You can go to the construction division or even the management division or business. And lastly, we discuss about the use of BIM, the building information modeling, which is not so popular in Japan right now, but the Prime Minister is encouraging the contractors to use BIM in the future. I think in 2023 or 25, who in BIM division they know, because during that time we need to increase our use of BIM in the construction. I think that's all from me. We can move to other people. Is it okay, Shibuya-san?
Okay, I will just continue. Okay, I'm Azam from group room number 2. So yeah, we have a small group around, including me, 4 people. So yes, so we mainly discuss and how to say, share about the problems or what the expectation. So mainly, like one of the questions is sometimes what's the duration that after I apply that the results. So because some of the participants, their visa also almost almost finish, and before that, yeah, he wants to make sure that if he take an internship, maybe he can have the opportunity to enter the company or something like that. That's the one of the concerns. And also during this tough time of COVID-19, also some of the participants also they are actually initially planned to come here to Japan earlier, but yeah, now delay. So also, yeah, that kind of thing is happened quite a lot. And yeah, also like Ami-san just mentioned, also there's always a problem about the language. But yeah, my personal experience also, yeah, I can see that Japanese company lately they are changing and willing to employ people that you can't speak Japanese. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Next, it's room number 3 from Heng Satisot from room number 3. So in our room, we have just only 3 members, including me. So our discussion is mainly on the period of the internship. So like Japanese company provide very short internship, but overseas we have a very long internship because foreign student we need experience. We want experience, so we need long internship. But Japanese company, they provide internship for Japanese student. So Japanese student they think that 1 week is enough for them, and they can get credit for graduation. And also we at the end we also talk about the opportunity to get a job in Japan. So that is all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sakusa-san. Okay, shall we invite the one-san?
ルーム4ではですね、主に、そのインターンシップの目的についてちょっと話があって、で、学生さん、皆さんのですね、インターンシップにアプライするその目的は事前にアンケートで調べたものなんですけども、大体ちょっとこの日本でインターンシップをして、それで日本の企業で仕事をしなくても、自分の国に帰って、会社にもっと入るときの履歴に、いい履歴になること、さらにまた自分にとってもですね、いい経験になるということになると思います。で、今回ですね、このアンケートに基づいてですね、皆さんとトークした内容をもってですね、土木学会として、会社の方に、もっとちょっと外国人技術者たちが、もっといろいろちょっとインターンシップができるように、提言していくべきかなということを感じました。はい、以上です。
ありがとうございます。そうですね。ちょっとそのあたりは我々の課題として。Okay, shall we invite Luisa-san?
Yes. So as everybody said before, also in my group, everybody agreed that English is better for the internships, even if they are making the effort to study Japanese. I think maybe it's not enough for having an internship in Japan. And also their wish is to visit construction sites. So maybe for safety reasons also it's a must to have Japanese level, a good Japanese level in the internship. So, but they want to visit the construction site and see the site management techniques in Japan and see road constructions. So an interesting point in my group is that not all of them were students. There was one person who is not studying or working in Japan. So this person is living in his country and he's looking for an internship in Japan to look for an opportunity to come to Japan. So in our questionnaire in the companies, the interns are students in Japan. So maybe we can ask to the companies to extend this invitation also to the people applying from overseas. yeah, so it's a good bridge to pass from from other country to come and live in Japan. And about the time, they prefer intensive internships, like maybe not more than 2 weeks, because yeah, they are also busy with the university. And yes, they would like it to be paid. It will be a good point. Also for encourage us to join. Like even if it's for a few time, then they can be more happy to to apply to the companies. And yes, the main purpose they want why they want to join to these internships is to get an employment. So in our questionnaire, like maybe most of the companies said it's not related to employment, but maybe if the people who join the internship has like extra points or something, we can suggest this to the Japanese companies. And also they want to learn about the Japanese culture and technology and what is the technology in the companies, and with this they can take the decision of working in Japan or not, like deciding about their future. That's all.
Thank you. That is a great challenge issue that we need to address later. Okay, thank you very much, Luisa-san. Okay, Chinda-san, could you?
はい、ルーム6のチンダーです。2人しかいなくて、で、企業の方で、日本人の方ですね、ちょっとお話しさせて、お話しさせていただきました。で、その方の会社も、留学生とかも、受け入れているんですけども、やっぱりこの、企業のほとんどのお仕事が国内だなんで、ほとんど日本語で日々の業務を行っているので、なかなか外国人で、日本語が話せない外国人、英語で対応する環境には難しいということと、あと期間的には、やっぱりこの仕事がまとまっている時期の対応になりますので、ある程度は期間が定めれてるというか、
そうですね、限られちゃう
ことになっていると伺いました。いろいろ、いろんな課題が、お話しさせて、伺ったんですけども、で、やっぱり最後に、思ったのは、お話聞いていて、やっぱ企業側も、積極的に、留学生受け入れたいんだなっていうふうに感じているところなんで、いいことかなとは思ってます。これからですね、より留学生と、あと企業はより、お互い、ベースの条件で、いいインターンシップというか、いい条件で取引できるような、情報を発信できればいいなとは思ってます。はい、以上です。ありがとうございます。
いい情報をいただいたというか、ね、伺わせていただきましたね。ぜひ、我々もちろん辺を活用していきたいと思いますが、はい。では、ゾウさん、お願いします。
はい。We in room 7 have people, and we talked about mainly about three things. First is like whether you can like apply job or internship overseas, and that's okay. You can do that. From my experience in my company, some people just applied from overseas. One from Korea, and certainly you can do that. And second, it's about requirements. People worry about the language. Yes, it can be a barrier, but it's like for some companies, like for that Japanese language proficiency test, that certificate is not compulsory. And the company said they care more about whether you can communicate with your colleges, and about the third thing is about what kind of resources you can looking for when you are doing job hunting. We conclude that to like four parts. One is the supervisor. It's in Japan, the case is like your supervisor have collaboration with many companies, and your supervisor can be the bridge if you want to look for a job in a Japanese company. And the second, it's the lab member, since most of you are might be the same situation, especially the Japanese lab members, and they can provide some information experience to you. And the third thing is in most universities we have the foreign students office, aka FSO, and you can get some help there. The last one is it's about recruitment website. Maybe it takes a lot of time to do the research, like one by one in the company's homepage, but you can looking for that kind of information in like my Nabi or Recruit Nabi. I cannot spell the name correctly, sorry. And that's all we talked about during in the breakout room. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Zoe-san. Thank you. Okay. じゃあ、ト先生、could you
Yes.
wrap up, please? Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. And our group discussed the three topics we discussed before, and I think most overall answer has been seen in the questionnaire result. Firstly, because the language is very important, and also is a major difficulties between the students and the company. And we get more detailed information that we find that in some countries like Singapore, that internship is in English, even though that they can also speak in different language like Chinese or other language. Another topic is about the time. I think the time are quite different in countries to countries. For example, in Pakistan is like 4 weeks, 1 month. In Singapore is like 3 months, and in the Philippines is like 9 months, right? But you also contingency also from design to construction site differently. And also we share some experience that or member or group member have experienced that been rejected by companies, Japanese companies, because of language. They said that language is not enough, so didn't successfully get the language. And so that's why I also introduced for JSC's international IAC's activity, also including the company session coming in the November. So everyone, please realize that we'll have a company session also for you, for Japanese foreign student and international student, and they are all in English. So please join us in November, okay? And I also we talked a little bit about the relationship between the internship to the job, but I think a lot of people are questioning about how to find job. So this is also related information. I would like to apologize that in our room I forgot to record until the last minute. But I did take a note. I did take a
Okay,
note.
good. I'll forgive you this time then. All right, and those is thank you. And that's also summarize everything, right? To-sensei?
Yes, thank you very much to join today's information. Though we have overall questionnaire you answered, and we get a lot of information. And I hope to, I realize the importance of matching with international student and the company. So this time we will group have a lot of information from company. Also, we get a lot of talk and opinion from you. And futurely, I think if you need the result of the company's internship, please contact CBS by the email. She's just sharing here. And I think the matching is really, really important. And hope we can give you more information and help you more in the future. But please focus on the homepage of JSC, especially IAC News. We will give you more important information from right now. Thank you very much.
Okay, Sensei, thank you very much. And thank you, everybody. And well, great to discussion. I'm sorry again that dividing the breakout rooms didn't work well this time. I'm very sorry that, but next time, please. Okay, I will try. We will try to do better. Okay, then also we'd like to really continue working with you and for overcome or find out, identify the issues as well as the solution together. So please join us, keep joining us, and also giving us your comments or feedback same times, okay? And if you really want to join our working group, please feel free so, okay? And then very happy to working with you today, even a short time. And thank you very much. Anybody make a last comments? Please feel free. This is quite an open discussion, and also our working group is very open. So if anybody, nothing? All right, then. Okay, so I'm sorry that 15 minutes or so, we excess that time. Okay, someone is here. Leiha-san, please. Ramazan-san, please. Oh, no, this is clapping, Hana. Okay, clapping. Thank you for the clapping.
I think we need to directly go to the photo, or we are losing too many people.
So. Let's go to the last screenshot. Okay, please your okay. なんだっけ? Camera. Oh, sorry. Not camera. Camera job, please. And a big smile. Give me the big smile. Okay. You ready?
Next time, let's take picture in the beginning.
So. That's better. Okay. Everybody, you ready? Okay. That looks really good. All right. Okay. I saw. Okay. One more time. Okay. Okay. The big smile. Last one. Done. All right. Thank you very much. And also, please keep again contacting us. Okay. And see you soon again.